welcome back to Raised by Wolves. I see we're starting right with the intro this time, and we're not doing a cold open like normal. Interesting. I'm gonna have to learn the lyrics to this intro because I genuinely really like it. Alrighty, what have we got? Who's that? What the fuck? Who is this? Okay. What the fuck was that?
You ready to tell me about the voices you heard last night?
Yeah, I would like to hear about that as well.
From the airwave, that's all.
Doubt it.
Psychosis caused by eminence.
I mean, it really did, though. Like, that could not have worked out better for
Well, you very
him
good
if they had
before
planned
they
it.
changed their minds.
That is not how the line of succession works.
Well, it looks like that's how it works now. So they're really not going to find out, like, what the deal with that thing is at all? They gotta be coming back to that at some point. There's no way they're just gonna let that be a mystery.
Thank Tempest for killing it for us.
Amen. Dig in.
Poor girl. I'm assuming they don't even know why she would be upset about it. I mean, it's already dead at this point, though. Like, not eating it would be more disrespectful.
Pork.
At least let it
Tastes like
go
pork.
towards something. You know?
Which part is the baby?
Why would you say
I don't
that?
think they cooked the fetus.
So I guess they do know about that. Never mind. This has quite a creepy atmosphere. What the fuck is going on?
That man raped several women while their bodies were in hibernation. He was sentenced to
Oh,
die.
it's this
So you were just
dude?
gonna kill him now. Maybe he can be useful.
I mean, how useful can a rapist
How
really be?
ironic.
Mess with the android's programming, it crushes the man's head. Drag the prisoner out of range of the android.
Could it be crushes a man's head?
That's
If I may,
fucked.
we have limited food.
He's a
Why
rapist, though.
should
I
we
don't
shelter
exactly
him,
feel bad for
especially
him.
after what
Soul commanded me to be fruitful.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Because who among you would be first to fight a necromancer?
That does actually make, like, a little bit of sense. Alright. There's no way you're gonna... Even if you were to kill it right there, it would just... It would just fall. Why am I starting to feel bad for these
I would have done a
creatures?
second try if you'd let.
Like, those creatures just
You're
look
upset.
weirdly human, is all I'm saying.
Because you didn't go.
I don't want to be.
Can't exactly blame her. Cycle of life is pretty... That is such a bad idea. You children,
Hold on.
like, really need
have enough.
to rein yourselves in. Good God.
I trust you. You do?
Aww.
Of course I do. Now come on.
That was really dumb, but that was also really sweet.
Call me my real name.
What are you talking about?
You're such an asshole.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
It's not.
Hopefully that's not foreshadowing for what's actually going to be happening to him. That's really creepy. Like, they really need to, like, bind that guy or something. The helmet doesn't seem like it's enough. It's a pretty cool shot right there. Ooh, okay, if she's hearing it too, then it's definitely real. How is that possible? Go after her. I need some answers to this. What the fuck is going on?
Tally.
Will you please run?
You found me!
Okay, thank you.
Wait!
I mean, seems like she's really there if they're both seeing her, but I'm also like, she can't really be there if neither of them can catch her. Are we going right back into the simulation?
Begin simulation.
Are we gonna see her as a necromancer, like, back when she was, you know, before she was reprogrammed? Oh. So what kind of weapon was that? And that's definitely her, what the fuck? Alright, I feel like all the episodes I'm watching this week are like, let's get some answers, baby.
Campion Sturgis.
Campion. Ooh, so that's where she got the name. So he turned his back on the Mithraic and converted one of their necromancers into Mother, a stark non-believer. Interesting. Very interesting.
I feel the urge to hold him.
I really hope that goes well. Oh. I don't like the change in the look there. Oh my god!
An android? You said it was a baby.
It's a test.
Thank god it was an android. Fuck, that just
I failed you.
scared me so bad. I still need to, like, recover. That actually, like, fucked me up. I thought she genuinely killed the baby. This is such a strange, like, scenario,
What's
but
this?
it's actually pretty sad.
This is the reason for all my work.
Because I believe he genuinely
This is the
did
reason
love
why I
her.
created you.
I'm hurting.
Aww.
Inside.
You can retrieve them if necessary.
Don't leave me, please.
Why is this making me so sad? Like, you can't honestly make an argument that androids don't have human emotions at this point. Like, they
Oh,
clearly
no.
do.
Start over.
Oh shit, what the fuck? Damn, it looks like she ate everything. Okay,
Drink this.
get her to throw up? Ew. Ugh. Ew, it looks really real.
I can calm them myself.
Well, you tried to kill yourself, so she's like really, really going through it. Can't blame her, but fucking A, man. Are we ever gonna see these snake creatures? Why is the music making me so nervous? Oh. Oh shit!
Let me see.
Oh. I wouldn't even set him off. Like, you don't know exactly where the trap is gonna come from. Fucking hell. Hello? The fuck? That has to be an android, right? Like, if not, that's a very athletic human.
The test is safe, and it's fairly nutritious. And you don't have to kill anything to get it.
So again, let the thing that's already been killed just completely go to
Bodes
waste.
well for the
So it
clone.
died for nothing. Stupid. No, that's actually stupid. Like, if you don't want to kill anything else beyond that, sure. But do not let the thing that's already died go to waste. That is actually stupid.
Inferior beings to satisfy my desires. Perhaps that is why Sol chose me for the task.
So you're just
So full of shit. What? What is going on? That's the scalpel that Mother had. Is he, like, genuinely seeing the future and shit? What is happening? Okay. What? I'd be like, you gotta get off me right now. That was not fun. Uh-oh. No, don't end it right there. Come on. Ah! That was a pretty solid cliffhanger there. Shit. That was a good episode. like many of the stuff I'm watching this week, this appears to be it's time for you to start getting some answers to things. So yeah, very solid episode. While this show is still setting up quite a few questions, it did answer a few pretty big ones in this episode, mostly having to do with Mother and her creator. So we now know her origin story, how she was, just like any other necromancer working for the Mithraic, and was captured by Campion in order to be reprogrammed as a caretaker who is a non-believer. And clearly it took quite some time for her to get to that point, but it all raised a lot of interesting questions because she clearly had genuine human feelings and loved her creator the same way he seemed to love her. But in order for her to change, she was literally, reprogrammed and rewired and all that kind of stuff, which is distinctly non-human. It once again places the whole perspective of the show in kind of gray territory, which I fucking love. Like, it's so difficult to tell what I want from the characters or the story. And I wonder how long it's going to be till she tells Father about, all the things she just learned there. Or if they're going to talk about Tali, because neither of them actually said that that's what they saw. They just kept, or Father anyways, just said, I saw something, but I couldn't catch it. I don't really know what was going on. But we as the audience know they both saw the same thing. I suppose it could be a malfunction with their programming, but I kind of doubt it. It seems like it's real, but neither of them could actually catch her. And she was just kind of flitting around and they kept hearing her voice, so maybe it's not real. I don't really know. Then everything having to do with Marcus was really strange. Like, they met the rapist, who had a pretty fitting punishment for a rapist, to be totally honest. Like, if you're not going to kill them, putting that helmet on them, for forever, and any kind of tampering or attempt to get out of it will kill you, that's not a bad punishment, honestly. Like, that's super fucked up, and that's what a rapist deserves. But I am slightly in agreement with a lot of the people saying, like, I think we should just kill him, because him being able to see out of that helmet is just really weird. I can't really tell if he's, like, actually blind or not. 'Cause he looked right at Marcus when he was looking at him the night he was praying to Saul, which was incredibly unnerving. And he's either genuinely lost his mind if he thinks Saul, told him to rape all those girls, or, as I suspect, he's just full of shit and he's just a horrible human being. But then again, the show is confusing me because Marcus is seeing all kinds of shit now. Like, he's graduated from hearing voices to, like, seeing a prophecy of what I assume is the future, with his wife bleeding out from that scalpel. But he was wearing that helmet in the reflection he saw, so maybe said rapist is going to end up killing his wife. I sincerely hope that's not true. That would not be my favorite way of progressing the story. But she was the one who seemed pretty adamant, like, I think we should have just killed him, so I'm kind of thinking that that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Marcus, like, seeing these strange visions and the snake skull just, like, twirling around, and it was very honestly, it kind of reminded me of one of those final scenes from True Detective in the first season, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. And in that show, it was also very ambiguous as to whether, God and faith was real or not. But I'm at least hoping we get some solid answers as to what the hell is going on there. And I'm hoping we also get some solid answers as to what those creatures are, because the more they show them, the less they seem just like mindless, scary monsters. Like, when they tossed the rock at it and in the big hole, it looked at them and did not immediately, start screeching and freaking out. It looked at them like a person would, and I'm so curious as to what the hell is going on there. Like, is it possible that there were already humans on this planet and either some kind of mutation or like a disease turned them into that? I'm honestly kind of leaning on that, because whoever that was who showed up near the Mithraic and then just bounced up out of there, he seemed to have similar agility to those things and covered his face completely, or her, making me think that when we do see that face, it's probably going to be pretty disfigured, similar to those creatures. That's my theory anyways. I really don't know. There's too many options. It could be another human, could be another android, it could be one of those creatures but not fully transformed, but I don't really know how those things work. Like, that really might just be one of the types of animals that live here. But again, I feel like they look distinctly human. That's just my intuition on that one. And if they are humans, that's kind of horrible, because that means the children have been eating like human meat. I really don't though. And then of course they left us on quite the cliffhanger, where the humans have now found the children and the 2 androids, so I get the feeling all hell is about to break loose, because you know, like, they're gonna get their kids back or die trying, so there's a big chance this is gonna end in quite a bit of violence, because mother and father are also not going to give up the kids. Like, shit's about to go down is all I'm saying. Cinematography in this episode was very good. I think overall it wasn't like phenomenal across the board, but there were certain shots in this episode that I really enjoyed. Particularly, there was one moment when father walked over to mother and said that, you know, they needed to talk. And when it cut to her, it was like this really Dutch angle at I'm not really sure what the lens type was, but it made everything not fisheye distorted, but slightly distorted. Again, almost like security footage would be. And I thought it looked very cool. It definitely set up the tension of the scene to follow. And I love all the trippy visuals that happened with Marcus when he had his vision, because that was just all over the place. And even though it was more visual effects than it was camera work, specifically the shot of the snake skull like starting to warp and twirl around, like, I thought that looked really, really cool. Music of the episode was once again very good. It set up tension better than anything else. But anyways, when Sue is talking to Marcus, there's a couple times where the music again just gets so sinister and at the same time is very subdued. It just builds the tension so well. That really seems to be what a lot of the show revolves around. It's just this constant tension of not knowing exactly where anything is headed. Acting wise, I gotta bring this one back to Amanda Collin. I think the raw emotion that she was showing during the flashbacks of her memories, it was genuinely really moving. And like I said during the reaction, I was very surprised with how much I was affected by it. Because even though she's shown emotion before, it was clear that in that moment, like, it was true, genuine love. Not just like a motherly protection kind of love, but genuine love and affection for another person, and that person giving her the exact same. And I found it really impressive once again to play up the android side of that and have her not understand what those feelings are, where she steps away and she's like, I'm hurting inside, I don't know what this is. And it was both very powerful acting and quite emotional. It was very impressive. Editing and pacing of this episode was about the same as we'd seen throughout the show, I'd say. Maybe a touch faster pace, just because we did get quite a few answers in this episode. But I would argue that we got just as many questions as we did answers, so not quite. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9.2 out of 10. I thought it was very good. And I once again really enjoyed that even with the answers that it gave me, it still presented them in a way that doesn't get me fully understanding, you know, what's coming next. I can tell it's planting the seeds for something, I just don't know what for, which is what I'm talking about. I feel like there's so many shows that are really easy to predict, and I'm genuinely not trying to like pat myself on the back or up my ego or anything, but I am a film major, and most shows I can kind of predict where it's going, at least a little bit. And even now on episode 5 of this show, I'm completely lost. Not in terms of the plot, just in terms of where it's heading, which it's such a welcome change. I really, really enjoy it. And with how they left that episode, ooh, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in the next one, because like I said, shit's about to go down. So I'll see you all in the next one. And that's about it. take him out. One way or another.
I'm gonna kill him.
No, because it's gonna backfire.
It might, but I would do it too. Could be an opportunity to prove that